Hello everyone, let's find out about Magha Nakshatra, the 10th of the Vedic Nakshatras, found between 0 and 1320 of Sidereal Leo. A powerful nakshatra of manifestation, very materially driven. Great success can be here, but there's an undercut because it's ruled by Ketu. There is mystery to unfold. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below, and if the video is good for you, give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Let's go. First of all, everyone, what exactly are the nakshatras? Why are they so important in astrology, and when and where do we use them? Put simply, the nakshatras are the night sky, or the stars in the night sky, the constellations we see in our galaxy. They're actually linking us to the higher lokas and bringing our karmas down in a mystical way through the nakshatra into the rasi, into our life. Parashara has written, God has decorated the heavens with constellations like pearls on a dark steed. The light of the sun hides them in the day, and all knowledge of them is divined in the darkness of the night. The word nakshatra actually means protecting the night from destruction. What is being protected from destruction? Our minds. Because these nakshatras are moon ruled. Because the moon is the lord of the night sky, and only in the night sky do we see these constellations. In the same way, sun is the lord of the daytime, lord of the day, and he rules the sun signs, of course, the rasis or zodiac signs. And both the moon and the sun are working together in this way. Nakshatra and rasi, zodiac signs, working together, we have real astrology. Don't forget, the stars are the basis of astrology. The rasis or zodiac signs come from the nakshatras, not the other way around. In fact, they can never be separated. Nakshatra must always fit in with the rasi exactly. With the sidereal zodiac, this is always happening. If they are in any way separated, true prediction, true astrology is not possible. Let me illustrate this for you. Here's an illustration, everybody. Kara Pandit Sanjay Rath of the 27 Nakshatra scheme. It shows us perfectly how they map mathematically together with the rasis. On the outside are the 27 nakshatras, and every pada mathematically and perfectly linked with the sidereal zodiac on the inside. And more importantly, there are actually 3 portions to the nakshatra scheme. Can you see 3 equal divisions that are occurring at each Gandanta break? Gandanta is where water sign meets fire sign. Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, Aries in the sidereal zodiac. And these Gandanta dangerous crossings, danger points, switch points, affect all of our karmas. And this break, this threefold division of this nakshatra mandala is very important because it is relevant to our lives. First is the early childhood and adulthood portion of our lives. Second section is our middle adulthood. And third, late or old age. And you map these in your own chart, starting with your birth nakshatra, the moon nakshatra. More than that, you can even make exact predictions of every single nakshatra and meaning in your life from your Janma Nakshatra. So many predictions can be made. I will definitely make some future videos bringing these up for you. Right now, let's start with the basics. Let's understand the 27 nakshatras in this series, and most importantly, the ones that you should be looking out for in your birth chart. So which nakshatras matter in your chart? Well, I've just shown you every single nakshatra, whether a planet is there or not, can be used to make predictions. But definitely, wherever there are grahas, including Rahu Ketu, those nakshatras are important for you. But still, let's cut it down to the bare basics, everybody. I would say there are 4 important positions in regard to nakshatra that you definitely need to study and to understand. First and foremost is the moon or Janma. Janma means birth nakshatra. This is most important. Now, the moon is the mother, and the moon Janma Nakshatra actually relates us genetically to our mother's biological line. Some of that psychological and biological karma coming down is actually shown in this nakshatra. And secondly, moon is society. So moon Janma Nakshatra shows us how we get on with other people, how we move in society. So much of our outer experiences in life can be seen from this Janma Nakshatra. And many fundamental personality traits can be seen from the moon Janma Nakshatra, definitely. Not from the Lagna so much, not from ascendant, ruler, ascendant, all of that. No, it's the moon, it's the mind, it's the Janma Nakshatra. Don't forget, personality changes all the time. As you get older, you'll see it clearly. Personality develops through life, changes just like the moon. So study your Lagna or Ascendant Nakshatra. This will show you how you integrate yourself with society as a physical body. What do you look like? How do you dress yourself? How do you present yourself to other people as a physical being? And how intelligent are you? Or more importantly, actually, what do you do with your intelligence? How do you make decisions? And very important, do not delegate understanding of the sun, of Surya or Ravi Nakshatra. This is so important. How do you maintain vitality? So much to do with health, actually. Lagna and Nakshatra, some way to do with health, but sun very much so. And how do you maintain dharmic action, righteous action, and spiritual development also linked with this sun nakshatra? And definitely understand your Atmakarika Nakshatra. This is so important. Atmakarika means the highest degree planet in your chart. This contains a whole heap of karma that will bring very difficult circumstances into your life. Lord of this Nakshatra, Lord of this Atmakarika Nakshatra will help you actually to deal with these karmas. Important to understand, most definitely. By the way, if you're not sure what is your highest degree planet, check at the bottom of my description box. There's a website there where you can bring up your birth chart with the Atmakarika listed, and indeed all of the nakshatras in your chart. Magha Nakshatra found completely in the royal sign of Leo. The Lord is Ketu, the south node, however, and the symbol, well, there are a few. One is palanquin, which is a royal carriage borne by people, but also throne can be an additional symbol. The deities are the Pitris or the forefathers. The colours are cream, ivory, purpose, Arthur, material, wealth, sustenance, direction, west, and the body parts are the lips and the chin. This nakshatra is found completely within Leo. The Lord is the sun. Sun means authority, father, power. So most definitely, anybody with a strong Magha Nakshatra in their chart is going to have a natural authority, confidence. They are born to be leaders. They are born to be at the front. Even shy, withdrawn type of people by other factors in their chart have this inner feeling, but it's not coming from this lifetime, it's coming from the past. Because at a soul level, there is a connection to the Pitris. Pitris are the deities of Magha Nakshatra. Pitris are the paternal father's line ancestors. And this connection to family past is something that all people, whatever culture, will feel. Sometimes Magha Nakshatra makes you obsessive about family line, history, genetic link, all of these things. You definitely want to feel connected to your family ancestry. So in some way, honoring ancestors, maybe lighting a lamp on the dark moon night, which is called Amavasya, where we can all connect to our forefathers, can be a very cleansing, very helpful thing. When you have Magha Nakshatra strong in your chart, it connects you to their power, their protection. Now, this royal carriage, this symbol of this palanquin being carried by other people is deeply significant here. Magha Nakshatra have confidence, they have definite feeling of specialness, charismatic presence, all of that. But what really carries them is the esteem of other people. You see, deep down, Magha Nakshatra strong in your chart, you need other people's approval. People's approval is what is buoying you up, keeping you going when you really think about it. When this is lost, Magha Nakshatra can go through a definite crisis. You see, the other symbol of this Magha is the throne, and the throne is a single throne. Yes, the king has a queen, the queen has a king, but Magha is the ruler, is the one taking all the decisions, and it's a weight on you, but one which you have desired since past life. So it's not uncommon. Magha Nakshatra, CEO, leaders, managers, self-employed business people, very often entrepreneurs, extremely successful people, politicians as well. The planetary lord connected with Magha is Ketu. Ketu is the past. You are linked to the past experience. This is a continuity incarnation. Where you left off, what was unfinished, you are aiming to finish in this lifetime. You must check Ketu in your chart very, very carefully then to see who or which circumstances come into your life in this regard. Checking Karaka significance of any planets aspecting Ketu, Mars, brothers, Venus, relationships, moon, mother, sun, father, etc. But because the sun rules Leo, anyhow, this Ketu-sun connection will be inherent in this Magha Nakshatra. So people with this Nakshatra have difficulty dealing with authority figures, mentors. They do not listen to advice generally. And there is always a definite connection with father. As I say, Pitri's father's line. But the father can be lost or can have difficulty, struggle, or there is some difficult psychological connection with the father generally seen when this Magha is strong in your chart. One of the first attributes about Magha is the power of manifestation. By this I mean when they focus their mind, their desire nature on anything, they can attain it. When they focus their mind on their material desires, they can get them, because their material desire for sustenance, money, status is very strong. They want the money, they need the money, they are very focused on attaining success materially. Yes, Magha can give success, prominence, money, wealth. That can be there, but there's other factors to see in the chart. Point is, Ketu is not interested in these things because these are ashes and dust to him. So the more money, success they get does not necessarily make Magha people happy. Remember that. Because the real wealth of this Magha Nakshatra coming with this strong Ketu and Sun influence is their latent talent. Something they had last life which they did not complete using or was unsatisfactory is still there. Now this could be in any area whatsoever, but they've got to find it. Very often it's artistic talent, dancer, musician, comedian, being on the stage of life, doing something where all eyes are focused on you. Magha Nakshatra is a complete natural here. But it can be political situation, being on the political stage. It can be company director, power, success in any area. But people have to see you, look up to you. Magha Nakshatra is absolutely not about hiding away generally. Magha people can be organized, systematic, because Sun gives this definite talent from Leo. They can be business people, entrepreneurs, extremely successful, self-employed people very often. But you see, despite all this manifestation, power, success, creativity, latent talent, there is another side to Magha Nakshatra. It's coming from Ketu and the Pitri's influence. It comes from a certain difficulty relating to other people. You see, deep down, and you must see whole chart, not just one nakshatra, but Magha will definitely give an exclusivity. They are not inclusive, they are exclusive. They like who they like, and they look with a little disdain at people they do not. They have very high standards of who they really want to be close to. They can be critical, as I say, a little bit snobby. They can be a bit like, no, these people are not my type of people. Don't bring them too close to me. Sitting on that throne, even a little bit high and mighty, haughty. This can be seen sometimes. Now, for sure, because Magha people are charismatic, have this special aura about them, they can attract a certain amount of envy, jealousy occasionally, but it's not as much as they seem to perceive. It can even get a little bit paranoid, I've seen. Magha people see jealousy, see some sort of competition where there is none whatsoever. And in dealing with competitors or perceived competitors, once again, Magha Nakshatra can be a little bit ruthless. Ketu has a totally ruthless energy. Again, it depends what you have in this Magha and actually aspects. But if there is any malefic connection to this Magha Nakshatra, be assured you will definitely not bother about ethics or morals. If there is a competitor, you will attempt to bring them down. And this applies in relationships as well. For all their confidence and ability, Magha Nakshatra people struggle in that intimate arena because that's where the mask can slip. That's where they've got to be vulnerable. Vulnerability, getting close intimately to others, can be an issue for some people when this nakshatra particularly affects relationship areas of your chart. So don't forget, Magha is sitting on that throne alone. And when they have to share, when they have to actually show their indecision, their difficulty, their vulnerability, they find this very difficult sometimes. And don't forget what I said earlier. Magha Nakshatra's ego is strong, but it is a vulnerable ego. It is easily shattered. And that's the thing. They need approval of many people in their life, especially partner, close friends, more than anything. So Magha can be a little bit controlling in intimate relationships, really. They can even distance themselves, become a little bit detached. If they sense any disloyalty whatsoever, they cannot continue. But here comes a big blessing for this Magha Nakshatra. They've got to stop being so controlling, stop hanging on to friendships, relationships, which are just not working anymore. They've got to detach themselves from unworkable situations of all sorts. Ketu is detachment, letting go. Let things go that are not going to work for you. Don't cling on. You see, Magha Nakshatra has that fixity of this Leo sign. It is definitely clinging on because of this inner vulnerability. But your real freedom is from letting go. Don't forget, Pitris are always protecting you. You are never really alone. But by honoring ancestors, as I say, honoring family, real security comes there. You're a definite leader in your family circle. People look to you for security, and that's what you have to provide. If your ascendant degree should be in Magha Nakshatra, what a leader, what a power magnet you are. You attract other people. It doesn't matter what you are doing, people are looking at you, pulled to you. Charismatic presence. But you will attract mighty competition, even enemies sometimes. You really put yourself out there, and that's the thing. You attract the wrong attention sometimes. Be careful in your intimate relationships. People don't truly understand you, even when they get close to you. Don't forget, partners are not your competitors. It's important to understand. You can have extremist tendencies as well. Don't forget, Magha in this first house ascendant puts Ketu influence on your head. So watch temper, watch anger issues, all of these things. It's a conflicting thing when Moon Chandra is in this Magha Nakshatra because Sun and Moon are two dynamic opposites. You need the security of the support network around you, but you are still highly independent. But you see, Magha people generally can be generous people, caring people. I should have perhaps emphasized that a little bit before. So when the moon is here, this is especially so. You are very nurturing to other people. Fantastic guide, mentor, teacher, definitely. There can be emotional problems with intimacy with this moon, Magha. Sometimes, especially when there is affliction to this moon in your chart, early childhood can become insecure, difficult, turbulent happenings there. Family connections are tremendously karmic. You can never really sever them. You are always going back to your place of origin. It's about middle way, because this nakshatra is about learning to let go, learning to not depend too much on other people's support. But as I say, you will be required to give to these family members continually. It's a karmic debt, because that's what Ketu is about. At Makara, the most highest degree planet in your chart is here. Your soul is pulled to the limelight. You want to be somebody, have success, be powerful. You are pulled into these positions, even sometimes against your will, because this was your past life desire. But the Atmakaraka contains the debt, contains the karmas which we have to pay off. So what's going to happen is when you get the position you wanted, get the success, get any situation you have been working towards, you will see that it won't give you the same satisfaction you had thought it would. Don't become disheartened by this. Understand that Ketu is showing you Maya illusion of this world. Become generous, become supportive, giving to others. As long as you are giving, you are paying back the debt. If the sun in your chart is in Magha, wow, what a powerful sun. You are confident, you are assured, you can definitely get success. Power of manifestation is certainly given to you. But it won't be without conflict. And the biggest factor is, can you control ego? Your ego can take you far because of this inner self-belief, confidence, but it can easily crack when sun is afflicted. You will be tested and many competitors will be there. But don't forget, the sun is your inner spiritual self. It is you, Atma. So you have deserved perhaps work towards success, and this life, it's going to come to you even without doing very much. It just manifests. Opportunities just open to you frequently. There can be father issues, though, father conflict, even though father figure is extremely important to you. But you see, it's about that Pitri connection again, connecting to those past karmas, those past ancestors here. You are here to shine a light, because sun is light, and you can have powerful knowledge here. Ketu sun connects you to occult knowledge, astrology especially. And this is the important message for everyone with this Magha Nakshatra. Ego is false. Ego is not who you are. Soul is you, and that is connected to the Supreme. Eventually, everybody with a strong Magha comes to understand this dynamic truth of who and what they can truly depend on. Hope the video was instructive to you. Look forward to your comments. Don't forget to sub below if you're new. Goodbye for now, and God bless everyone.